Hello again friends, it's me Sonia. I have some breaking news to share with you and I'm recording this the day before I'm actually going to upload it, so it's just the way it is right now. Breaking news is regarding Joe Biden. Did you know there is a video that's gone viral and it's all over social media? Now before this video is removed, I want to show it to you now. So bear with me one moment. You guys, I don't know what to be more concerned about, the state of affairs in the UK with this Islamification of the nation, or America. My goodness, here's the video. Now,
the Muslim ban on day one. Day one.
This video is being removed by the government, so please pay attention to what he's saying. It's very controversial.
Hadith from the Prophet Muhammad instructs, whomever among you sees a wrong, let him change it with his hand. If he is not able, then with his tongue. If he is not able, then with his heart.
Make no mistake, people. 2020 is our year. Let's dive into it with 2020 vision. We can see clearly that America is fighting for its very soul.
We all come from the same root here in terms of our fundamental basic beliefs. And I just want to thank you for giving me the opportunity, for being engaged, for committing to action this November. It matters. Your voice is your vote. Your vote is your voice. Muslim Americans' voices matter. I'll be a president who seeks out and listens to and incorporates the ideas and concerns of Muslim Americans on everyday issues that matter most to our communities. That will include having Muslim American voices as part of my administration.
But getting out the vote, getting our families out to vote, getting our elderly out to vote, getting our masjids out to vote, getting our neighborhoods out to vote. So let's do our part
and join the largest Muslim voter mobilization in America,
the Million Muslim Votes campaign. Let's roll up our sleeves. Let's make our voices heard. Because we got the means, we got the numbers, and we got the power.
What do you think about that, you guys? Now, the breaking news regarding this was this article I just found out. It's literally, hold on, let me read when it actually came out.
The United States and our allies and partners continue.
I've got to remember to turn that volume off, don't I? Right, 3 hours ago. Can you see this, friends? 3 hours ago, because I put in the Google thing, Biden Muslim vote, 3 hours ago. Now, deleted Biden video sets off a crisis at Voice of America. The taxpayer-funded outlet is grappling with the fallout from a video post deemed too favorable to the former vice president, setting off recriminations and suspicion amid a shake-up. But you know what? This is still a big concern to me, and I'll mention that in a moment why. Voice of America is weighing a suspension of 4 contractors who were involved in publishing a story and video that was deemed too favorable to Joe Biden's presidential campaign, according to 2 people familiar with the matter. On July 22nd, Voice of America's Urdu service, which is targeted to Urdu-speaking audiences in Pakistan, India, and around the world, posted content, that video I just showed you, posted content on its website, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram pages about an online event Biden did reaching out to Muslim Americans as he urged them to vote for him in November. Top VOA officials reviewing the material after red flags were raised about it externally found it violated the network's editorial policies and ordered it taken down. What a drama. In the 2-minute video, subtitled in Urdu, that very video you guys I showed you, and overlaid with music, Biden says, "Your voice is your vote. Your vote is your voice." Muslim Americans' voice matters. I'll be a president that seeks out and incorporates and listens to the ideas and concerns of Muslim Americans on everyday issues that matter most to our community. That will include having Muslim American voices as part of my administration. But he went on a little further, didn't he? He actually quotes a hadith, an Islamic hadith in that footage. Let me just play it here and so hopefully you can hear it.
Only human to find inspiration in nature and also find answers. Our search to transform farm waste into renewable natural gas led Chevron to partner with California.
I'm not going to go through that whole thing. I went to care.com. Now, not long ago, they began this campaign. The date is not on this screen now, is it? March. There you go. March 2020, they began it. So, you know, connect the dots, you guys, my American brothers and sisters, connect the dots. CARE is launching this campaign. So, it's connected to these guys about the campaign, EMGAG, M-Gage. This is their website. We are turning out 1 million Muslim voters, you guys. This is what I'm saying. I don't know who to worry about the most, the UK or America with its gradual Islamization takeover. M-Gage, a national civic engagement organisation, is leading a nationwide campaign to turn out 1 million Muslim voters for the 2020 presidential elections. What I'm sharing with you today, friends, is not Islamophobia. This is a really serious concern that I have about Islamic Sharia law creeping into our society. I mean, from the top, right at the top, the government levels. The Million Muslim Votes campaign is meant to unite Muslim communities in support of the largest voter mobilization effort in history through our network of state chapters and partners. Yeah, I'd be interested to know who their partners are, wouldn't you? We are currently accepting applications for community organizations with a proven capacity to organize, and I bet you do. Through M-Gage's historic Million Muslim Votes campaign, we hope that a diverse set of Muslim American communities will organise and cast their ballots this election cycle. I guarantee you they're going to turn out, you guys are going to turn out in the droves. The importance of our vote is greater than it has ever been. Of course, they know what is at stake. But my American listeners, do you know what's at stake? Wake up and really consider going and making your vote this year. Please do not be disheartened, discouraged by the mainstream media. Your vote counts, you guys. I'm talking to the Christian Americans here. The importance of our vote is greater than it has ever been. Million Muslim Votes is intended to mobilize Muslim Americans to ensure that our voices are heard. Too much is at stake for us not to do all that we can to preserve our pluralistic democracy. Interesting. Now go back to CARE. This is their homepage. They've got a donation set here. They've got a goal they're reaching, but this money is going towards the Black Lives Matter movement. Check out their statement. We recognize that justice for all in America cannot come to fruition without an unwavering commitment to achieving justice for Black Americans. Right, now, I'm going to take your attention to the video that I posted on my channel. It's this one here. So on my channel, if you go and find that video, it was, where was it? This one here. Let me just pull the screen down now. I did a video a month ago, Black Lives Matter and the Muslim Brotherhood, and I put down there Revelation chapter 13. In that video of mine, I included this video. Let me see if I can just find it for one moment. Bear with me, you guys. That's not the one. Right, this is the one. Listen, pay attention, check out the wording. Remember when I first aired this on my video, I didn't have any visual aid. All I had was the audio. So now I want you to watch it. Listen to what he says It's coming straight from the horse's mouth. I told you, you guys, Black Lives Matter isn't a movement to promote equality, and it's not really to fight systemic racism. No. We know it's a Marxist, socialist agenda behind it, which is why, surprise, surprise, absolutely not, which is why the Muslim Brotherhood are very much involved, and they're riding this horse for their own agenda. Listen.
That you are powerful. You can make a whole difference in 2016. You can change the reality.
Did you hear that? So this was in 2016, election year. Remember that, you guys, every 4 years?
Of our time. This is the time for us as American Muslims to be in the front, not to retreat, because all of you are leaders. Your votes are your negotiating power in the year 2016. Turn your centers, Islamic centers, mosques, into registration centers for voters. Black Lives Matter is our matter. Black Lives Matter is our campaign.
Basically, you are the new black people of America. If we don't stand, you will see Muslims murdered in the streets. We are the community that staged a revolution across the world. If we could do that, why can't we have that revolution in America?
She's talking about the Arab Spring, right? Okay, I've not finished. Bear with me, you guys. There's something else I want to show you. Oh, this just never ends. It's never ending. Now, Sadiq Khan in Great Britain. Do you remember? He's the mayor. He's the mayor of London, and he's also a Muslim. Now, again, I have to keep repeating myself regarding this Islamophobia, because I guarantee somebody's going to make that accusation towards me. There have been sort of allegations made against him having connections to extreme radical groups in the Middle East. But read this. You remember what happened recently with the throwing down of statues, remember, here in America and across the other parts of the Western world? Well, Sadiq Khan says, I'm trying to get the date so I can show you when this was out. When was this out? June 2020. Sadiq Khan will review all monuments in London to ensure they reflect city's diversity. Quote, the Islamic multicultural diversity. He is all for removing statues, you guys. And in my video that I pointed out to you regarding Muslim Brotherhood, Black Lives Matter, it's all working towards the stage where the mark of the beast, the image of the beast, is going to be implemented. There's coming a time when there is going to be one statue that people are going to bow down to and worship and give allegiance to the dragon, knowing full well who they're giving their allegiance to. So that time is coming. This is all the stepping stones. We're heading in that direction. And what I'm finding, the common thread among this is the Muslim Brotherhood connection. Now, if you can just for a moment, hold on. I made a note here. Let me read it. Going to talk about something else today, would you believe it or not? I've had a really bad headache, so thank you everyone for praying for me. Thank you, Lord Jesus. If you would consider for a minute, just for argument's sake, the Muslim Brotherhood is similar in strategy, in objectives, as the Antichrist beast and Saudi Arabia being the harlot. Bear with me as I explain this. The Muslim Brotherhood is very similar to the beast in that it is very political, ideological and military. Now the military, Muslim Brotherhood military, no, we don't have that in America. The CARE organization, no. But CARE is all connected to Muslim Brotherhood. Muslim Brotherhood has a military wing, or the Palestinian wing, called Hamas. So this is a really big organization. I don't know why my speaker's doing that. It's a very big organization, and to know that they are involved in hijacking the Black Lives Matter movement, come this year's election, Don't be surprised to see a very high Muslim vote turnout. So, my American Christian brothers and sisters, what are you going to do about it? What are you going to do? Are you just going to sit back and let it happen? Are we, as well as praying for this great nation, are we also going to go and actively do something about it? One thing I would say, now it's awkward right now because of the lockdown, right? The social distancing regarding churches. I would say, please, if you can, make your presence known in the public arena. The Christian presence being out there in the public arena is incredibly important, you guys. Because once a vacuum is created, the absence of Christianity, who do you think is going to come and fill that vacuum? Take a wild guess. We can also make the connections between ISIS and Turkey, then Turkey and the Muslim Brotherhood. This is a big web, like a web of Jezebel. It's a big web and they're all connected, intricately connected. And all you and I can do is make the connection, do the dot to dot, connecting the dots. Now, so much to talk about, you guys. Okay, let me show you something else. When these protests were kicking off, there was a particular group. Let me check if my speaker is still on. When these protests were happening in America, churches were being attacked. Do you remember reading about that? Let me show you this video.
The Catholic Church in the United States experienced a series of attacks this weekend all over the country. The Archdiocese of Los Angeles saw a fire in an 18th century mission church, San Gabriel, founded in 1771 by San Junipero Serra. Firefighters responded to the call at 4:24 a.m. on Saturday, July 11th. Archbishop Jose Gomez tweeted about the fire, asking for the intercession of Saint Junipero. Saint Junipero has become a point of attack during recent protests in the United States. The Spanish Franciscan priest converted thousands of native Californians to Christianity. Pope Francis canonized him while in the United States in 2015, recalling how the saint defended the dignity of the native community. Meanwhile, in Ocala, Florida, the Marion County Sheriff's Office reported someone set fire to Queen of Peace Church just before Sunday morning Mass on July 12th. The police allegedly found a car crashed into the front of the church. The suspect then poured gasoline in the narthex and lit it on fire before escaping in the same vehicle. No parishioners were wounded. The suspect was arrested and is in Marion County Jail on no bond. The Boston Police Department is currently investigating an arson of a statue of the Blessed Mother at St. Peter's Parish Church in Dorchester on Saturday, July 11th. They report an unknown suspect lit the plastic flowers and the Madonna's hands on fire, resulting in burning on the statue's face and upper body. Another statue of Mary was vandalized on Friday, June 10th at 3:09 a.m. at Cathedral Prep School and Seminary in New York. The statue, which had been at the entrance of the all-boys school for more than 100 years, had the word idol written on its front. It was cleaned Friday morning by staff. The Diocese of Brooklyn announced that the New York Police Department is currently investigating the case.
That bit there where it said the graffiti with the idol written on there, you know what that reminds me of, you guys? It reminds me of Islamist, jihadist graffiti. That's the kind of thing they do to the Christians across the Middle East, Africa, Asia. Because remember, they oppose the statues of Mary, Jesus, the saints, the cross. Do you remember, friends, when I read to you from Raymond Ibrahim's June 2020 report? regarding the persecution of Christians, how often you find that the relics, the symbols of Christianity are attacked by Islamic persecutors of Christians. I hope that you're able to see this in the detail, in the fine details. You will see the fingerprints, they're there. Now, on the other hand, what we had take place was this kind of respect shown towards Muslims who were praying. You have to ask yourself why. Why did they make a distinction? You see? So we know that there was this they made a distinction, right? They showed a certain level of respect for the Muslim community who were there at the protests amongst the riots, but yet churches are being attacked, Christian symbols are being attacked in America. Seriously, am I the only one making that connection that something isn't right here? Can you please share your sentiments in this video? Leave a comment. I'm really concerned, you guys. I really wish that Christians who really love this nation, and okay, we've got issues within the church, we've got various denominations in America, right? Now, I think that even some of you watching that video that I showed regarding the statues being attacked in these riots are thinking, yeah, well, that's Mary. You know, we don't agree with statues of Mary. Before you make that judgment, I'm putting out a warning that they will start with Mary. After that comes Jesus. Symbols of Jesus, you'll see more symbols of the cross being desecrated. What are you going to do then when it comes a little closer to home? You see, those who hate Jesus, hate God, they don't care. They don't make that distinction between us. So why do you and I make that distinction, friends? It's a serious matter. The Christian Heritage Foundation, whatever, the values of God, the godly values, let's put it that way, godly values of this nation are slowly being put away, eroded, and replaced with another form of governance, you guys. This isn't conspiracy. This isn't far-fetched. Islamic Sharia law is coming unless it's resisted, you guys. Now, the UK have their own problems. You've got the Islamic mayor, Sadiq Khan, who's had clashes with Trump. We know all about that, don't we? That they didn't get along. There was a war of words happening 4 or 5 years ago. We see what the Western nations right now are having this problem of Islam. Now, the obstacle here is this appeasement that we keep seeing. But again, when we bring in the Bible, the Word of God, and we see, if, as you know, I've been sharing in my messages on my videos regarding the Antichrist beast system. It's a system. But it's organized, obviously, by the dragon who gives the beast his power, but also the false prophet. The false prophet is the one who orders for the statue, the image of the beast, the idol, to be formed. And he's the one who enforces the worship of the beast, the image of the beast. So slowly we're seeing statues around the world being attacked, right? thrown down, pulled down, in order to make way for this one statue that's coming. So much more to say. Have I forgotten anything? After this, I had it here on the screen. I wanted to talk to you about the Freemasons, but an element of the Freemasons that once again is not often talked about, and it's the Shriners, the guardians of the mystic shrine in Mecca in Saudi Arabia. I will talk to you about that because I'm continuing with the theme of Mystery Babylon, and that is in that theme of Mystery Babylon. Okay, you guys? Again, this is a message for Christians in America to please make your vote count. Seriously, you guys. I think the Lord will hold us responsible because we're making it possible. We're creating a road for the Muslim vote to come in. We don't know. No one can really tell the future exactly what will happen regarding November. Come November vote time, right? But there's a serious struggle taking place in the heavenlies for the heart of this nation. I see it as an ex-Muslim. I'm seeing it clearly. So all I'm doing is obeying the Lord, praying that you will heed this warning, and let me encourage you that it's not over until it's over. There's so much more to happen. We all have a part to play. Please consider sharing this message and share it within your church groups, your fellowship groups, your Bible study groups, and yeah, consider it. I'm going to put some of these links in this description. I'm going to post this as soon as I can, so it's within the current news update. Okay, you guys? Thank you for your prayers. Thank you for your support. And I'll be back soon. Okay, thank you.